Okay, how about that? Sorry, I forgot to engage the microphone. It's got sound now. Got sound. Got sound. And then there's like a major delay. Okay, cool. Yeah, on OBS, there's like a separate setting. There's like the camera, and then there's the microphone, which I guess is kind of cool. It's a separate kind of thing. But um, good morning, yo. You're on both channels. I was waking up so about an hour ago, and I didn't make any of my breakfast preparations, so I'm gonna have to go out and get breakfast. Um, but I talked to a boy yesterday about maybe meeting for breakfast. So, but I texted him, but he hasn't texted me back. So I'm just gonna wait. Maybe he's still sleeping. Oh, okay, you do all the time. So Prince, I was looking at you had posted some Mexican food, and and I looked on that restaurant, and man, they have some drink. I don't know what the hell it is. It most likely has tequila in it, which, but it looks like a kind of like a Bloody Mary, but like really dark, um, like it's got some pepper in it or something like that. I don't remember what the name of it was, whatever, but it looks delicious. I don't know if you saw that on their website, but I haven't seen a drink like that in a while, man. It looks delicious. Yo, what's up? So, good morning. So, I'm streaming on my first channel to get you to come over to my new channel. So, go in the description and click on there and subscribe to it and join us over here. Um, Subscribe to the new channel and go over here. Go over to the new channel. But subscribe to the old one as well, or the original one, I should say. Um, sure, we do. Yes, we need it. Um, yeah, you have to look at the website. It's interesting, like that area, like Nashville and stuff like that. I've long time ago I've filmed there, um, and like all those like different bars and kind of places where they have live music and stuff like that. It's kind of a yeah, it's got an interesting history of that place. I think it would be a. I think it'd be. Are there any Prince? Are there any like? Do you vlog there? I actually haven't noticed that. Like as far as like IRL vlogging, I think that would be kind of a funny town to see a vlogger. Um, or, well, not a vlogger. Pardon me, a live streamer. Sorry, a live streamer. I'm just waking up. Um, I think I have a little bit of coffee left over. I'm gonna get some of that. Wow, very little bit. I guess maybe I can eat some fruit, but we were talking about going to meet in some place that has like an all-you-can-eat buffet, so I don't want to get too full. Um, yeah, Second Avenue. I guess it's the one. But it kind of that town. It's like with all the music industry there and stuff like that, and just all the characters. Like all the people like Um, I think that there'd be like it would be a funny town to have a live streamer, you know, kind of go around and talk to different people and stuff like that. Um, you've only seen us for a week. Did you? You mean you just discovered us? It's cool. Yeah, it wouldn't be my scene either, but I think it would be funny for someone, to do kind of like wild, you know, uh, IRL style there. I guess it would have to be kind of connected a little bit with that scene, but at the same time, they don't necessarily have to be a part of the scene. I think it would be an interesting contrast, of like just kind of going in and observing that scene. Yeah, but I think, yeah, yeah, boy, he's if if you didn't see him like when he was on Bjorn's stream, he was like really excited. Um, and oh, okay, yeah. So when Bjorn was here, that's when I met Boy, and so he was like really excited and running around and and being like with the camera and stuff like that. So it was kind of funny. And But a lot of times, I mean, like we're all mellow, like you're kind of got your. Sorry, I'm just waking up, but you got your like times where you're kind of more chill and relaxed, and other times where you're like kind of got a lot of energy, going crazy. Um, um, but So if you're watching this channel, then go to the new channel. It's in the description, um, and subscribe to that channel and watch. Oh, really? There's a lot going on. There was. I would have. Prince, is there like a bar that's kind of like really old style? That's kind of like scuffed. You know what I mean? It's just because a lot of the stuff that I noticed in Nashville is kind of very cleaned up and you know polished touristy kinds of stuff. But there was only like one bar that I saw, and I think it may have been a karaoke bar or something like that. I'm not sure, um, but it kind of had a vibe like it was a little seedy. That's the kind of stuff, like something like that I would like to see, and but especially something that's kind of old and run down with some character to it. Um, and I was really surprised that I didn't spend much time there, but I was really surprised that I didn't see any of those types of bars there. Yeah, well, just subscribe to both, but gotta have another channel going on. So let's see. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's probably a lot of bachelorette parties. A lot of girls like yeehaw with condoms around their neck and stuff like that. Not confusing. Bjorn's got like four or five. Um, gotta have a few. But the other one is just right. I'm rolling on this one to get you to come over and subscribe to the new channel, which is in the description. Um, but maybe I'll just do this. Subscribe to the new channel. Yeah, tons of bachelorette parties. That's the thing. It's kind of like because it's just when I think of that area or the South and stuff like that. I mean, it's like that's what people do there. Is just they meet in high school and then pretty much get married pretty soon, and then you know, live like that kind of lifestyle all their lives, a traditional sort of lifestyle. So it just makes sense that there used to be bachelor parties or bachelorette parties every weekend with a bunch of women going, yeehaw! One time I actually uh, got invited to be the designated driver for a bachelorette party for one of my girlfriends, and so I ended up driving them around. I had a blast. Uh, but if you ever get the chance to do that, man, be the designated driver. Like if you ever hear about a bachelorette party, just say, "Hey, I'll be the designated driver." Then they don't have to get a driver or something like that, and then you end up being like, the dude that they're all like, hanging on and shit. It's kind of fun. Oh, boys calling. So I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this stream um, of the first channel. Go over to the new channel and subscribe. So I'm gonna answer boys call. Pardon me. Hello. Hey, how's it going? Sounds like you're just waking up. Oh, okay. I woke up like about an hour ago or something, an hour and a half ago. But I shouldn't have. I should have. It's just I don't know. I just woke up. But so did you still want to like meet up and film? Yeah. Well, I might be a little late of 10 because I was kind of waiting. So I started live streaming. But do you want to meet over there at the place? Like let's say how about 10:15? Okay. I mean, you can start live streaming over there if you want. If I don't, if, you know what I mean? Huh? Okay. So you don't want to start first, and then. Oh, okay. Because I was thinking about starting sooner, but okay. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I'll see you over there 10:15 ish. Okay. Bye. Wow, he sounds. He just woke up. Now we're just gonna go eat, and then we're gonna go film some more reviews, hotel reviews. So let me close out. So I gotta start wrapping this up. Um, but so I'm gonna live stream. Um, I need to I need to stream on this channel, but I can only do it from my laptop, so I have to do these like kind of morning show sort of deals. Um, I've tried to do it outside and it can be a little problematic, or has been. So we'll see. But I got to get my subscriber count up on the new channel so I can start to do live streams from my phone on it. So we got to get that going. Wow, in West Virginia. Yeah, pregame stream, pregame morning stream. It's the morning wood stream. That's terrible. Let's see, what the hell am I doing here? Okay. Private. That might be a funny concept. But it would, yeah. I guess if it would be morning wood stream, technically. I mean, like, just if I don't have a girl with me or whatever, you know. So if I'm just solo like this, then it would just be the morning wood stream. And it's stream kind of like water too, you know, like wood and water stream. That could be. I could just imagine the graphics for that. Kind of a country scene. Yeah. Be like recap. Yeah, maybe I should do. I was thinking, there's so many damn things to do, man. It's just like so many things, so little time. But shit, I better start getting ready. Um, Gotta run over. So we're gonna go to like a all you can eat place, and then from there start streaming some um, streaming some hotel reviews. But I gotta get to editing today. I've been sitting on, as you guys know, some of you know, I've been sitting on a ton of footage. Um, and I even filmed some interviews the other day that I might end up editing those first. Um, so, but some good interviews coming up. Um, One of them I was thinking I wanted to film some B-roll, especially for it or whatever. But man, I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that. I might have to just go into the archive of footage and use that as B-roll. It's not a big deal though, but yeah. The morning wood with Chuck. That's a good one. And the logo could be a beaver. Actually, speaking of that, where the hell would I go to? What town was that in? I think it might have been in Tennessee. I made a video one time, or no, it was in Minnesota. It was called Beaver Bar. Did any of you guys know about Beaver Bar in Minnesota? I got a picture a long time ago, and a client had me film a video there one time, and it was called Beaver Bar, and I just was like, oh, let me get a picture, you know. So I went over and I was like standing in the doorway, like I was just leaving the Beaver Bar. I have all the time in the world. Not when I'm doing this. I got a live stream, which I can't edit when I'm live streaming, or I can, but it's just be an edit live stream. Or if I'm out filming and You know, I don't know. But I gotta. Yeah, that's cool. Um, I don't remember the name of the town that it was in, but it was the town where what's that one dude, tall lumberjack dude? Um, uh, Paul Bunyan. I remember there was like somewhere in the vicinity of that Beaver Bar. There's a big Paul Bunyan statue that I posed next to also with my clients and stuff. And um, yeah, that was an interesting place. I think it was kind of rainy. There was a big lake near there. I kind of wanted to spend more time, but sometimes when you're with clients and stuff like that, you can't really enjoy. Um, yeah, in Minnesota. I don't remember where in Minnesota, but they had lots of those big statues like Paul Bunyan and some other one or something like that, and it's just kind of funny. I like that kind of like weird roadside America kind of statues and cheesy tourist attractions. Like I have a few books that I used to collect, and when I traveled, I used to travel around the U.S. a lot, and they I used to bring those books with me because like whenever I'd be in a town where they like I went to the like world's biggest ball of twine kind of crap just because I happened to be in the area. I went to like the biggest uh, Jolly Green Giant statue. I went to a Chinese opium den museum in like um, South Dakota or something like that, which was that was kind of one of my favorite weird tourist spots. It was really funny. It was like an old western town. It had wooden plank sidewalks and stuff like that, and then and so it was inside of like a western gift shop. And I went in and I was like, "Do you have a Chinese opium den museum here?" And they're like, yeah, So I was like the only person, like, and it was like they took me around, and it was down in the basement, and it was practically like clear the cobwebs away, and they take me down this thing, and then they're like, "Okay, now go down to the number one on the floor or whatever, and there's a big Buddha statue, and then the woman like ran upstairs and then hit the record button, or no, excuse me, hit the play button on this recording, and she had this like really scuffed, audio recording where it was like, okay, you're at number one now, and this is Buddha. Go over to number two, and then you walk over to number two, and it was like, this is, it was like a mannequin of a Chinese person or something like that, and doing opium, and like, because the Chinese people built the railroads in the United States, and a lot of them, they were addicted to opium, the ones that were building the railroad. Um, Not yeah, I think a lot of them. I don't know percentage wise or whatever, but it was a thing. So so then they had like fool's gold, and like you can go to next number, and like they had and you can grab a little piece of gold, and so it's kind of like part of the yeah, it was funny museum, and so you could, I don't know if it's still there. I would imagine so. Um, yeah, totally. It was definitely on a audio cassette tape. You know what I mean? It was not the digital recording, probably. Um, and But that was funny as hell. But there's a lot like in Arizona too, like kitsch museums, especially when you're driving. Oh, and there's wall drugs, which I that's another one that's somewhere across the top of the U.S. When I was driving across the top of the U.S., there's I mean, as you're going, there's nothing for days, kind of thing, and or and then but there's all these billboards for Wall Drugs. Make sure you get free water. It's always free water at Wall Drugs. And so some dude, kind of entrepreneur, he owns like this whole area, I mean, town that he had built, and it's all like gift shops and things like that. But Wall Drugs is the big attraction, and I was told that he owns all of it. And yeah, is it in South Dakota? Um, but that's another one that I went to long time ago. And then there's like it kind of reminds me of back in the day, Ron John Surf Shop in Florida. There was always billboards for Ron John Surf Shop. Um, seeing those but driving in because I got certified skydiving in Florida, so they had when I went there they had all these like Ron John Surf Shop. Yeah, Leave It to Beaver, totally, man. I used to watch. That's actually what Charlie he told me one time when we were on the Ferris wheel that one crazy night. He said that he's like Wally Cleaver, or he grew up watching Leave It to Beaver or something, which is kind of funny because he's sort of a millennial who, I was really surprised that he had watched that, but I watched it too as reruns, this old black and white thing, but that's very wholesome television kind of stuff, which is kind of funny. I liked The Little Rascals though. Shit, man, I got 15 minutes. I gotta get over there. So, hey, I will see you soon on my other stream. I just needed to do this a little bit and start to get people to come over here and everything. So maybe we'll do the morning wood show, or idea. So yeah, DeLand, Florida is where I got it. So, but Z Hills, there's one over Z Hills and stuff. And Florida's a great place to get certified skydiving because there's the wind tunnel in Orlando, and so I just traveled to Florida and then they said when you're coming here, just stop in Orlando, and then because you can pretty much fly into there, and then you just you do the wind tunnel and get your yeah, whatever. Anyway, get used to kind of flying around. I'll talk about it later sometime. But I gotta go. See you soon, Brecky. I gotta turn off OBS here. Okay.